Hello everybody, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Lorien. This is going to be a general reading covering all signs from the 13th of June to the 19th of June. Apologise that this seems to be low light. It's very, very dark outside. We've just had some severe rainstorms, so I've had to put all the artificial light on I can to actually illuminate the room because it's been very, very dark. So fingers crossed, won't be any big thunderclaps to scare me out of this reading, because there have been several big storms happening of late around the UK. So I think it's very atmospheric, really. Especially when you're a witch and when you're a psychic reader, it's going to be very intense energy when that happens. So we've got the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck again today, helping us to see what information is coming through the next week. As I said before, this is general reading. If it is more personal guidance that you're looking for, I do give personal readings on my website, and just follow the link below and you can find whatever you would like to have a reading with me on there, email, audio, whatever you like. So you will notice as well that I've only managed to do one hand in blue, so apologies for my mismatch. I've been doing tarot readings in between and I have to wait for this to dry, and yeah, so I apologise for that, but let's see what we can get through this. Let's see what information decides to come through on the cards here. Just notice that it's quite bright on the screen. Let me see if I can normalise it a little bit. No, it doesn't seem to want to do that. I'm still getting used to this new camera, so I apologise if things seem to be a little bit out of balance. Okay, they're telling me that that's enough. Let's see what happens. Lovely. It's lovely too. They want to give one more, so I'll put it up here. Wow. Okay. So it seems like the message from last week, almost, is here. For instance, when I looked at a lot of psychic readers last week, they're all saying about maintaining your childlike spirit and, having a look into what used to make you happy and becoming very not empowered, that's that one, more like enamoured again with the wonders of the world. And I feel this is mirroring that sentiment. I think if you haven't been feeling the best in the last week, you should start now to feel your energies rise up a little bit. It could be that, when your parents said get to bed, you may have to start going to bed at the right time rather than 2 a.m. Or something like that. But it's just about feeling free to play. Just free to play. You can go on the swings if you want to, you can do whatever it is that you feel is right at any given moment to unleash this childlike spirit and to get back to what brought you joy. You can go to a garden centre and run around and have a look and see what all the pretty flowers are, rather than thinking, oh, I'll put them here, I'll put them here. Just delight in looking at the flowers. Delight in watching a film or a cartoon from when you were younger. Delight in things. And I think this will actually enable you maybe to accept love, because this really is a card about opening your heart and inviting it in rather than shielding it away. You've got two elements here. You've got the sturdy nature of the bark, which is very hard, but it can also embrace things. It allows nature to entwine around it. And I think that's kind of what love is, in a matter of speaking. You need to accept that sometimes it can grow wild, sometimes it can grow very orderly, and like I was just saying about putting plants in particular places, and structuring your garden to make it look pretty. Wildflowers are just as pretty. I think if love develops organically and naturally, it's just as great as somebody who goes on formulaic dates and then it has to be this and then it has to be a year of living together. So no matter how you meet this person, or no matter how you envision love, or how your relationship has developed over the years, I think this is about getting back to the internal nature of what it is that drew you together in the first place, and also recognising the fact that you are deserving of love in the first place too. So that seems to be very strong coming in. So what have we got so far? Maintaining your childlike spirit to set you free almost, and kind of accepting everything organically. When we're a child, that's our spirit at its most pure and basic level, and so is love. And so I think this needs to be kind of getting back to ground zero a little bit with how we are as spirit. So let your love be a beacon. Oh, sorry, be your beacon. This is a wonderful card. I think it's basically, if you are looking for a new phase of your life in romantic relationships, this could be saying that, you know, it could be somebody opening their eyes to seeing what they're truly missing, what they need. It could be somebody coming back into your life. It could even be you going back into somebody else's. I do feel there's a great deal of potential here. And also it seems like there's two little bunnies there. It's all like everybody's paired up. Your love for yourself is going to be your biggest beacon. Your love for yourself is going to be your biggest beacon to everybody else. That is the key. If you love yourself, or if you're starting to learn yourself and say, actually, yes, I am worthy for love, or I'm worthy of this relationship getting stronger, then it will happen. Now, I'm not a full believer in, if you can't love yourself, how will anybody else? I think people can love others who have a very damaged view of themselves. And I also believe that that love from other people can actually encourage that individual to grow and learn and realise that their flaws aren't deal breakers. Their flaws are just what make them human. So I think there's a little bit of a distended argument saying, oh, love yourself first. You know, there is a degree to that, but it doesn't say that's the, if you don't do that, or if you don't manage to see yourself as that you're not worthy of anybody else coming in and saying, I accept your flaws, I accept your mistakes, and I still love you for them. I think that's a kind of a wrong argument to be putting out. But I do feel that as soon as you accept this kind of motion of pure spirit and just feeling like you are worthy of getting back to this kind of euphoria state where everything was a wonder and nothing was a stress, you may only feel it for 5 minutes this week, but I think it's going to be very important for you to do that, because this will then empower you. It's almost like when you're younger, people say, what do you want to be? And you say, I want to be an astronaut, or I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a ballerina. That, you didn't have any doubt about that. You didn't know, oh, first I have to go to college, then I have to go and do this, then I have to get a master's in this, and then I have to do 5 years training. That's just what you wanted to be. That was your heartfelt gut reaction to, this is what I want to be. And that kind of thing empowers you. Now this is a 9 card because it's 4 and 5, and this basically tells you that you are to get rid of some energy in order to welcome in the new. She's got power in her mental ability, she's got manifestation ability, she's using the power of the sun here and the moon that's going to be crossing over it. She's volcano here, the storms, the seas. She is a force to be reckoned with. And actually, I'm going to borrow from Star Wars here. We are all part of the force, we are all part of the universe. We can always sense when something's going to happen and come through to us. We are part of nature, we deserve to feel empowered. If you do feel at any point that you don't really know which way to go, or if you've lost that spark of creativity that it should be there for everybody, I think that in some degree this will help you. If you follow this formula of, look, I need to get back to how I felt comfortable, or the last time you felt happy, and having that belief in yourself when you were a kid, like, yeah, I'm going to be an astronaut. I mean, I wanted to be a storm chaser, so it has to be a fair few years ago since I last wanted to do that. But I still actually would love to do that, but there's always something that you can do to achieve your childhood dreams or realize your goals. You can be the Disney princess if you want to be. You can be whatever you want. You know what I mean? You can be literally whatever you want. You just have to get back to that childlike state of, I am and I will be. So I feel that you're going to get some really good healing this week, and I also feel that you are going to be feeling love of the universe and other people too. But as always, if it's something that you would like to ask me about, or anything in personal, just contact me on the website below, and I'll be more than happy to guide you through whatever is on its way to you. comment, let me know how your week goes. Thank you for supporting me on Patreon, donating, following me on Twitter and Facebook. The meditations are still on their way, having still technical issues all the time, but still getting those readings out to you as quickly as possible. I wish you all the blessings, and I really look forward to reading for you all soon. Take care, my lovelies.